Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, Ross Tullio.
Here comes Ross Tullio out of the 8-Blade Warriors. First time out at 65 kilos. I can't remember when I weighed that much, Claudine.
Me neither. It's such a memory now.
But a special moment for the young man as he heads to the ring for his first fight.
Trained by Superboy.
Superboy, I've seen him at many awards at Evolution in Queensland. There is the great man, pushing the top rope down. Tell you what, if he's a tenth as good as Superboy, we're in for a wonderful start to this man's career.
Totally agree with you, Bex. He is a force to be reckoned with. Him and his brother Superbon.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, James White.
And here comes James White from the Young Bulls gym. Plenty of them in the house tonight with promoter Erik Miskle and of course Anthonie Trejo and Ozan and Albert Xavier, all from the stable of Laos Tui. He's the man in the middle who looks like Manny Pacquiao's dad. He's a little champion, Laos Tui, and look, a fearsome fighter in his day. 5 of his guys competing tonight, Claudine. It's a busy night for the little man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the opening bout of the evening, Immortality. This fight is brought to you by AMEC Industries and Virtue Homes. 3 by 2 minute rounds, modified tie rules in the welterweight division. When the bell tolls, your referee in charge, Mr. Darren Bauer. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Boy out of 8-Blade Warriors. Wearing black tie shorts with gold and red. An official weight of 65.2 kilograms. Tonight, he makes his debut. Representing Werribee, Ross Tullio. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Laos Tui, out of the Young Bulls gym. Wearing black shorts with white and gold. An official weight, 65.6 kilograms. Tonight, also makes his debut. Representing Springvale South, James White.
Hey guys, we're doing modified tie rules, so no elbows of any kind, okay? 3 rounds, 2 minutes. Look after yourselves, guys. Touch gloves. Good luck. Good luck, mate.
Round number 1.
And here we go, round 1 of our first fight here at Immortality. Rob Tullio in the black gloves. The aggressor with a high kick, James White with the white gloves. Ross looked like he got stung by a bee and just pushed forward there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's just, ooh, that was nice.
Interesting to see, Claudine, both fighters in their first fight, but no pads. Usually padded shins in modified tie.
Generally
first time out.
Generally they do, Bex. They're obviously seasoned as far as fighting for VAMA.
And certainly pushing on as Tullio pushes forward and letting the hands go, but nothing really sticking at this stage.
Had a second thought.
A
Good.
beautiful high kick from White.
Their technique seems to be quite good when they're first out of the corner, and then slowly as the round goes on, they tend to drop hands.
Yeah, well, we always see that often with young fighters, and often the corners calling them to keep their hands up, which is what Tullio could do there, as he copped a bit of a sting from White, but fairly even. White with some nice high kicking, and Tullio with some slick hands, the man trained by Superboy. There's White again, to the outer left rib cage there from Tullio, who shows no emotion and just moves forward.
He absolutely keeps moving forward. He doesn't want to stop.
That straight right hand of Rob Tullio is finding a home more often than not, and we're interesting to see in the coming rounds if that's going to come to bear as it whizzes past the nose of James White.
I'm sure that Boy would have told him to just keep pushing forward.
Well, he certainly did that well.
That's the end of the opening round of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. James White, Ross Tullio.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 of this fight brought to you by AMEC Industries and Virtue Home. James White in the white gloves and Ross Tullio in the black shorts. Bex Tui and Claudine Gaggiano ringside for you. Seen something early, Claudine? What do you like? What are you looking to see?
I want to see if Ross maintains that push forward attitude. He seems to be stepping back a little bit more in this round.
Very wary of the long levers of James White. As another left high kick goes just short of a target. White leaves himself very open though, very lanky, as we see that right hand I called last round from Ross Tullio.
Ross seems to want to grab that leg and sweep him, but he's just not secure enough to follow through.
Hands dropping again before the technique executed, as Ross gets the catch that Claudine Gaggiano asked for, but does not a lot with it.
He did the catch and punch. Probably should have tried to sweep him.
It's not like Rex Hunt. It's not a catch and release, is it? You don't kiss it.
No.
Kiss it and let go.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea. You do leave yourself open to someone's foot.
Now, Ross Tullio starting to fire that right leg kick, but I did notice the right hand is glued to the hip as Superboy calls out for him to get it back up nice and high. A good left hook from James White as that right leg kick comes out might pay dividends. As White backs away kind of weirdly and cops a hook from both sides.
Gave it away. Gave away that pain in the leg.
Really hurting.
He needs to try and change that stance.
Still got one good leg, but that lead leg, once that gets tenderized to this point, is not a lot you can do. You can't move, you can't take the weight on it, so you can fire with that right rear leg as well. So very effective striking here from Ross Tullio in the second round as he goes to work on the leg again.
Very good strategy, very good strategy. He saw the pain, he's using it to his advantage, and good on him.
I think we've got to call that a 10-9 shutout to Ross Tullio, who really went to work and showed us he's more than just punch in that second round, Claudine. I was speaking to your husband earlier tonight, John, from JPS Coatings, and we were lamenting the fact that a lot of young fighters don't use straight round techniques, the teep or push kick, the jab, and you look at someone like James White, who is a very tall, very long-limbed kid, and you think if he could just get a good push kick going, he could be kicking his opponent clearly in the face as he comes in.
And winding him straight down the solar plexus, winding him.
A very similar message coming out of the corner of the Young Bulls gym as White has fired off many a salvo with that big left leg of his. This is where we'll see what sort of a bloke he really is.
He needs to work the angles, get away from allowing Ross to use his leg to cut that lead leg.
It's a tender shade of crimson, the left leg.
It'll be
James
a
White.
lovely shade of blue tomorrow.
Let's see how he gets up. Very, very ginger. Looks like he's hit the spot rack for about 7 hours, the poor bloke. He's copped a lot of shots there. 1 minute to go in this opening bout. Rob Tullio in the black gloves. James White in the white gloves. Tullio with good hands and tenderising that lead leg of White has got the chocolates at this stage, but we've seen plenty of things happen.
Found the weakness, using it to his advantage.
In all sorts of hurt is James White as he goes for the head kick, but cops another one in that sore left quadricep area for his troubles. He's throwing the jab out. He is a tough young man, this kid. He would be in all sorts of pain right now.
Should be trying to catch that leg as Ross throws it at him. Should be trying to catch it.
He'll be watching his back cursing you, going, I am absolutely stuffed and my leg is nearly broken.
Should have caught the leg.
Should have caught the leg. There you go, there's your 10 cents. Now he's starting to check that leg kick, but it may be a little too late at this stage for James White, who has shown himself to be a very tough fighter. And if he can get those legs going early, Claudine, then maybe it'll be in a different result next time.
Absolutely. And also, kudos to Ross. He's gone in with a strategy and followed through with it. For a first-time fighter, he should be very proud of himself, and I'm sure Boy will be patting him on the back as he walks to the change room, he should be very proud of himself.
Yeah, the Eight Blades crew, some fantastic coaches in there. I tell you what, you can do a lot worse than end up under the tutelage of those great warriors.
You've got Dominic there, who's the greatest pad holder on the western side of Melbourne. He's looking after his boys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the judges' scorecards, give both these fighters a big round of applause. James White, Ross Tullio. After 3 rounds of action, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored the contest 30-27, declaring your winner via unanimous points. Blue corner, Ross Tullio.
Well, it would have been a boil-over had it gone the other way, despite James White being from the home gym. A good showing there, and you and I have been to 100 fight nights together, Claudine. A very good first fight.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing you can take away from James White. He stuck through the pain, showed a little bit of pain, let his weakness show a little bit, but he kept going. He didn't want to step back, didn't want to give up, so he really took Ross Tullio to task, which is good.
Yeah, all 3 rounds were pretty flat out. Great effort by both men, and a credit to their gyms as we move towards our second fight of the evening in just a moment.